don't think they can.
Very jealous.
Yeah.
Does he have his mama's hair or your hair?
He's got his mama's
He's not
hair.
going to make an appearance.
And your beard is on point. It even has highlights.
This is just me. This is natural.
Wow, Brian, you can't even
like a
touch
collie.
that.
Which is
Like
why
a
he
what?
was...
A collie, 3 different
Oh.
colors.
He actually shaved right before we left this morning.
You
We got him over
did?
here.
Wow, this is awesome.
He was just awarded the coveted Cleveland's most eligible bachelor.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
ladies, just so you're aware, he's here. Right
He's
now.
here, and he's available.
Yeah.
He's
Playing
very-
hard to get. He doesn't even show up on the video.
by the
He
way-
doesn't need to. He's a Szafranski.
He loves to cook.
Wow.
Loves to cook.
And he cooks pastelitos. Do you cook anything
I don't
else
know
in
about that.
The
Spanish?
last pastelitos I made were really not that great. I'll
Oh,
be
really?
honest.
Creme brulee.
Wow, I don't even know what
Chicken
that
rolls?
is. I've heard of it though.
It's not that good.
Oh,
Creme
really?
brulee is kind of weird, actually.
Wait, what?
Oh, it's my
Yeah.
favorite.
It's like,
It's like
what
pudding.
is it?
Brian.
Kelly, what
pudding.
is going on?
Brian, it's so
What are
good.
you
Pudding.
talking about?
Well,
First of all,
he probably got it at Arby's or something.
They have the best creme
Oh
brulee
my
out there, don't
goodness.
they?
He probably did.
I'll
Yeah.
be surprised
Does
if they have-
Hardee's have creme brulee, Brian?
curly fry crust.
Curly fries are so good from Arby's. It doesn't get
Oh
much
yeah,
better.
curly fries are
Horsey
amazing.
sauce.
And Rally's has really good ones.
Brian, can we
Yeah,
get
they
back to
do
my
actually.
birthday?
Right? See?
Brian, can we
Oh,
get
back to your
my
birthday? It's
Thank
Dave's
you.
birthday.
Yeah.
Has anyone said happy birthday to him yet?
What, on the
Facebook?
air? Wait, hold on. Yes.
You know, we're like on Facebook
Yeah,
Live.
I know.
You
Yeah.
go to the computer.
Because I want to. Good morning. Mike says, "Hey Josh." Adrian says, "Happy Thursday." No, happy. Oh wait, Mike says, "Happy birthday, Dave."
Oh, thank you, Mike. I knew I could count on you. I knew I could count on you.
And so for birthdays in our house, we go around and ask.
No,
people-
we're not doing this.
We're believers. Like that's
Shut you
Oh,
down.
God.
Are you gonna
exactly
put that-
that. My
Listen to this,
name
Josh.
is on
I
the
don't
show, and we're gonna start with you today. So we're gonna go around the room and ask people what is special and what are we thankful for about David. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, this is a good idea.
Dave always has a unique pocket square.
It is true.
Brian, show us your heart.
Yeah,
a little
bit more. Come on,
bit. Show us your heart.
come on, Brian.
He has a great sense of style when it comes to pocket squares.
Wow, that's it.
He's not going to let us in the
He
hall.
comes every week for an hour and drives this far, drinks gas station coffee.
Yes!
That's what
Yes!
you do?
Yes!
It's messed up.
All right, well, how about this? Dave Szafranski.
Yes.
He's okay.
That's messed up.
You know, I feel like I can accept that from you, Brian.
Adrian says,
That's almost a compliment.
Adrian says, "Happy birthday." I will say, I'm so thankful for Dave and his sacrificial love to our show. He's so wise and knows so much about like marriage
this is a li-
and the
is this two
Bible.
truths and a lie?
No, it's true. Remember Pete contacted him. He almost saved his
Who's
marriage.
Pete?
Yeah, remember? He was like, "Man, I almost separated from my wife, but based
yeah.
on thank you.
That was
Thank
good.
you for inviting us to your house.
okay.
Your brisket, I'll never
Oh,
forget."
yeah, no, Dave makes good brisket.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
I'll
He's
tell you
like,
what, why don't y'all come on over? We'll make a brisket.
he knows amazing like financial stuff. We throw codes at him. He doesn't even take notes, doesn't use a book. He just knows stuff. And thank you for still coming even though we underestimate you and take you for granted. I will speak for my partner. We apologize.
Thank
So
you,
happy
Joe.
birthday.
Janelle, I could listen to you talk for hours.
See?
It would be so easy. Just,
It's a struggle, though, if you had to do it.
Oh man,
Oh,
he's
wait.
still your friend, dude.
So we do have a gift for Dave's birthday yesterday. It's amazing. He is finally 65.
Oh,
2
yeah.
years away
that's
from
not
Medicare.
true.
Right?
That's not true.
Medicare 67?
I'm 54. I'm 54.
You don't look a day over 60.
You know, I thought about wearing my mesh tank top today to show you my biceps, but I thought I probably wouldn't go well over the camera.
No one needs to see Great Chester.
With that jacket.
With this jacket.
With that-
a
with that
purple
jacket.
mesh tank top. It would have went.
Isn't that what Right Said Fred did in the 90s? You remember them? Anyway, so I did, someone knows that reference.
I don't.
So it was your birthday. So the crew all got together. We got you a couple of gifts.
Thank you.
I wrapped it myself.
Oh.
I wrapped it myself.
Oh, look.
So nice.
Yeah.
We can start with the bag on top there.
Some raisins.
We got Dave
some
some prunes.
Some prunes.
Some prunes.
That will be helpful, you know, every once in a while.
At your age, Dave,
Yeah.
things don't go as smoothly as they used to.
Some pig's feet.
Yeah, some meat.
I can't
Some
I
pig's
can't
feet.
remember the last time I had pig's feet.
We'll make master stock with that.
I don't even know what that means.
soup stock.
Oh, sardines.
Wow.
A guy your age has got to love some canned fish.
Now, I'll tell you, Polish people and sardines could clear an airport. They'd be like, the bomb-sniffing dogs are coming in, there's obviously a chemical weapon someplace, and there's a cloud floating through the airport. So this and cabbage, I have to take a pass on because I could kill someone.
Well, I figured,
Wow.
what does Dave need more than anything else? 3 products that'll certainly make him regular.
You ready?
Save this.
No,
for
no,
next
you
time.
can have that.
No. I feel like it would be inappropriate for me to take these.
Who gives gifts back? Who does that?
So I am so thankful for our family. You guys are amazing. And so we got some love coming in for Dave. Good morning, Pamela, Mike. Adrian is here. She says happy Thursday. And then they're participating in this very important thing of making sure he feels appreciated.
Thank you.
Adrian says Dave is funny and charming and knowledgeable.
I'm not going to disagree with a word
Yes.
you said.
Why don't you do this on my birthday?
Pamela says
Nobody wrote that in.
happy belated birthday, Dave. Appreciate your positive attitude so much.
She doesn't know you very well.
Thank you.
Mike.
She does not.
Mike says that what he appreciates about Dave is that he puts Brian in his place.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Theola says happy
Yes,
birthday,
right on the throne
Dave.
where I belong.
Theola says we love your answers.
Thank you, Theola.
Gary, I'm very proud of you because you were nice yesterday and today. He's all about Team Brian. Today he says everyone in that room is smart. Woo!
He's
That's
right
true.
about that.
I can't argue with that.
Gary, we didn't get here by accident, okay?
Special love to Weems Derek. He says Brian and Jannelle. Good morning.
What it
Love
do?
y'all, man. Just tuning
No,
in.
Jannelle.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
What?
Do you need me to translate?
What it do? What's
Brian and
that
Jannelle,
about?
what it do?
What is that about?
Deep.
We're
Dave,
gonna
good
visit-
morning.
We're gonna visit you because I haven't seen you in a while.
She doesn't.
So wow, barbershop and spa utopia. He studied business administration and writing. Woo!
He's laughing that I had to read that.
Software, yeah, I know.
This guy had
Software
to read
and
that.
engineering. He studied holistic healing. Wow, he is deep, brother, deep. And he went to JFK High School.
What
He's
it
from
do?
Cleveland. What's up?
You
gotta
just skipped that. You didn't
I
say
know.
What it do?
Because I know what the yeah. Sorry.
What's that thing? I'm not quite sure. What's that?
Oh,
What
Mom.
it do seems to be spelled incorrectly.
I am a mom. You guys. Kelly says class of 84. Yes or no?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Class of 85. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
wow.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Did you stay back?
Valley Forge. I got held back in first grade 7 times.
Oh,
Groovy,
yeah.
man.
That's so wrong.
That was,
Chris-
wait, that's gnarly. It's rad.
I had Miss Franz for 2nd grade. I remember that. I don't remember who I had for 1st grade. But I graduated from Valley Forge, Valley Forge in Parma Heights in 1985.
Are they still around?
Is the school still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's an old building. Hope they remodeled.
I hope they did too.
Oh,
After what we did there.
Gary says, remind me not to tell Brian, let Brian know my birthday
Yeah.
is,
Oh,
or when
Gary.
it is, when it is.
Hi,
Mike,
Gary.
Mike wants to know, we got to make sure we clarify this. Did Dave get the B&J mug?
Did you get it yet? They give you
Yeah,
that
you gave me one. It's
It
I
was
use it in my
mad late,
office.
though. Can we say it was mad late? Because that was Brian's fault.
Yeah.
Don't put it in the microwave, Dave.
No. Why not? No.
It'll start a fire.
Hi, Danella. You my girl, Danella. What's up? Danielle said your name correctly the first time. Says happy birthday to Dave.
Thank you,
Sarah
Danielle.
says happy birthday. David Lee, who is also all about Team Brian, he says happy birthday.
Thank
We should
you.
give a prize to the first person who can spell your last name correctly.
Szafranski. They're going to look it up. You can't cheat.
How are they going to look it up if they can't spell it?
That's right.
Google Dave?
It's like I want to look a word up in the dictionary, but I don't know how to spell it, so I don't know where to start.
Well, yeah,
Let's do this.
It's in the title.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I was like, God,
So
it's
Christina has
Never
a
mind.
question.
You get nothing.
So just because it's the birthday, you don't get the day off. You get to answer financial questions. I have a question. We have $30,000 in savings, no debt except for our house. Man, people got it all
Yeah,
figured
but
out.
that is debt. So when you say I have no debt except for my house, say you have no
Well,
consumer
yeah, that's
debt.
that. Yeah,
So it's debt.
just refinance at 2.25.
I like that. I
Oh,
like
wow.
My paycheck goes into savings basically, and my husband's paycheck pays the bills.
that. That seems fair.
What do you suggest we do with savings and paycheck? First of all,
Let me mention that this is a listener-supported
Oh,
ministry.
goodness. There we go.
It's only your financial generosity that keeps us on the air day in and day out. You know, people who put an entire paycheck into savings, those kind of people. Thank you so much for your support of Moody Radio, moodyradio.org/Cleveland for more.
wow, good
Do
job.
I even need to answer now?
Yeah, I know. Can we get to?
Go ahead and answer. That was pretty direct.
It's pretty direct. Yeah, it's bold, actually. It's a bold.
But I'm bold for Jesus, Dave.
Yes,
Is that what that was?
You're bold for something. So, $30,000 in savings, that's probably a good enough emergency fund for most people, but I need to see your budget to say definitively that that's what you should have. It might be too much. You know, I'd say 3 to 6
Too
months if
much.
you have 2 bills.
So subtract it and then send it over here.
Well, I think what we should do is we should look at setting up an investment account, because what happens is people set up this emergency fund, you know, and then they just forget about it. It's on autopilot. And pretty soon they look down and they say, wow, I got a whopping 0.1% in my savings, and the market this year, so the stock market in general is up about 10% for the year. Okay, so if we just finish right now, it would be a decent year. In the
So
year of
people
COVID,
should we pull our money out?
no. Because I think it's going to get better. However,
Ooh,
over
nice.
time, so in any one year, it's not that I don't care, but it's not as impactful in one year. But over time, having that money in the market is going to make a dramatic difference in your net worth.
But
It's gonna
that's not
go
what
up.
we're supposed to do with emergency money. Put it on the market.
Well, no, but I want to see how much they should have in their emergency fund.
oh yes.
And then they have
yes.
too much. I want to start putting money someplace else and investing it.
What's a good place, especially thousands like that, to sit money on?
Just in the bank. It's got to be accessible.
Seriously?
I don't care what your rate of return
Not
is.
even money market. You can
Well, it's
write
going to be
checks.
just as bad. You can use a money
Oh,
market.
it's just as bad. Okay.
It's just going to be just as bad. It's going to be basically zero, but it's for an emergency. I don't care what I make on it. I need it for an emergency.
Right, he
Special
has-
thanks, by the way, to Scranton Road
He
Promotional
likes
Marketing.
doing that. He likes doing that.
You can't see the thing here, Dave.
No, I can see it actually. I see it.
Scranton Road Promotional Marketing.
Do more. Do more.
Is
We're
it
grateful
weird
for
that I
their
can see
support
that?
of
Here, watch.
Brian and Jannelle
Wow.
here on Moody Radio. Just go to Scranton Road
Watch. Watch. Look, watch.
promo.org.
He's planning this out. He's
Yeah,
thinking
no.
this through.
Scranton Road
Not listening to a
promo.org.
word
No.
anybody else is saying.
By the
He
way,
wants to look like a
also,
YouTube
this
star.
segment brought to you
That's
by
what it is.
Moody Radio.
Oh, good.
Moody Radio.
Yeah,
So
I see it.
go to Scranton Road, again, promo.org. They're the ones who help us with all the
Like.
swag and sponsor this. We're so grateful to them.
Hey, by the way, I'm starting
that
a
work out?
podcast.
Look, I'm pointing right at it.
I want to see.
I'm waiting for the vote.
I'm
It's like I'm
starting
a weatherman.
We're starting a podcast.
Who is we?
Dave, I am. I'm starting a
Oh,
podcast.
wow.
Would
What
you guys
about-
be on it every once in a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and him need to be
You're doing
doing
it, like,
episodes
really?
all the time.
Yeah, I'm starting a podcast.
About what? Finance? Just finance?
Well, it's going to be about finance, but I'm going to use it as an opportunity to go deeper into some subjects that, especially about our Christianity and finance. Because we answer a lot of questions here, but what I want people to do is I want them to start emailing me questions for the podcast. And I'm going to take some time and just get into depth with the scripture on finance also, and talk about investing and where to put money and things like that. But it's just another outlet where people could get questions answered or contact or
He's
whatever.
going to be big time and then he's going to stop coming.
Never. I would never do that. I
Be
mean,
big
I'm
time?
I'm big time already, and I still come here. So.
So I want to say what's up to YouTube family. YouTube people are actually like engaging today. Maybe it's us. They just like Dave.
It was
'Cause-
how I was pointing at objects that aren't
Oh,
really in the room.
that's what it was.
They're on
We
video.
see you,
You can't
YouTube.
see those things?
So
can't.
Bob on YouTube says happy birthday. Marcy on YouTube says buenos dias familia.
That's good morning, family.
Yes. Carolyn says happy
Correct her,
birthday,
though.
fellow
Buenos
Libra.
dias.
And Carolyn says you look great.
Thank you.
Marcy on YouTube says again, feliz cumpleaños, David.
Oh.
Bob says
Obrigado.
Szafranski and Marcy, they're all trying to spell it, but no, it's not going to count today because we know it's on the title.
Yeah.
Brian, he doesn't know what he's
I don't know
doing,
what
guys.
Well, Bob spelled it wrong.
Oh, well,
Bob did the classic error.
There's
Classic
no
error.
It's not an SA.
It's an S.
Sarah in Ecuador, Sara says, "What will your podcast be called?"
It's going to be called Szafranski. No one's going to find it.
She says, "What a fantastic idea! She would listen."
I am, in fact, I have my marketing people right now coming up with a name. And it's got to be catchy, yet witty, and real.
Untitled Dave Szafranski Project.
That would be really tough.
Untitled.
We're going to come up with a
The
name, and I'll
Dave
have it
Szafranski-
next week.
The
Is
Dave
that correct?
Szafranski project.
Daniela, since we're talking about how we spell names, can you pronounce her name?
Muhanza.
No,
Danielle-
Muhanzi.
Muhanzi.
Daniela Muhanzi on YouTube says, "Love Dave, you're so funny." You're getting a lot of love. I'm saying, like, in an hour,
Look, I'm
you get
easy.
more love than Brian gets.
See, if you were here for 3 hours, people wouldn't think you're quite as funny. That's what's happened to me over time.
No, that's right. That's exactly
It's like
right.
in just an hour, you're like a comedian. You know,
Yeah.
3 hours, and it's like, wow, Brian.
Gary.
I can tell all three of my
Wow,
jokes. and
Gary
that'll be
is
fine.
your dude. So all you need, Brian, is to tell Gary to just hang with you 3 hours, and the love covers everything. He says Brian is so talented advertising sponsorship.
Yeah, that's correct. Gary, this is why you're president of my fan club.
So let's do what Mike is doing. Can you guys suggest names for Dave's podcast? Maybe he'll feature yours.
Yes.
Mike says a little bit of Dave podcast.
Dollars with Dave.
Mike, I'm going to be honest. It's a good first attempt, and I want you to keep trying because it needs to be a little bit catchier, a little bit wittier.
So Rob Finn, who works for the Social Security Administration, this is Rob. He
Hey,
goes
Rob.
way
Oh,
back
that's
with
very
Len.
clever.
Yeah.
He says Szafranski says.
With a Z.
Ah.
Yeah.
What about if I just go with ski?
Well,
in
no,
the Army, nobody could say my name, so they just said, hey, ski.
I was going to say Adviceski with Szafranski.
That's tight.
Yeah? You like that?
I like that. Advice ski with Szafranski. Yeah. Josh?
It's funny. It's
It's
witty.
can we keep it?
You need like a sidekick, too.
We should
like-
make a list of like 10, and then every day
Yes.
we take one off.
So we got them coming.
That's
Todd
You need
says
a
the
sidekick like
3-piece
Pierogi Paul.
Hello?
Featuring Pierogi Paul or something.
YouTube, we see you. Do you have any suggestions for names? Nathaniel on YouTube says, yes, I would love to hear a podcast from Dave. So you got
Well,
people.
You got a name first.
So,
Can't listen
okay.
to someone without a name.
David says he loves you, Brian. He's on your team too. That's 1/3 of your team.
Oh, Dave.
Dave,
Bro.
yes.
Yeah. Presidency, Dave
Yeah.
and Gary.
Yeah, it is. Todd
Almost a triumvirate. We'll get to that later.
Todd has a
Janet left us. I don't know what happened.
no. You want me to tell you what Janet did? She went on my page on Facebook and sent me a private message and was like, I love your team. I'm all about your team, but I had to be on Brian's because it's just pathetic that he just has 3.
Which is why there's no longer a triumvirate. It was a long story, but now it's just.
Oh my gosh! And you shared that with him. You could have.
I had to.
You couldn't have held that
You know
in.
what it is? It's those days that he walks around like he all that. I was like, oh yeah, you know what Janet said?
This is the same outfit that Rambo was wearing in Rambo 1 when he got assaulted by the police. He's
What was the problem with that?
He's just missing the sleeping bag.
Yeah. So
What's
Todd
wrong with
says,
that?
we got names for your podcast. Todd says the 3-piece suit handling money God's way. No.
Nope, that's out.
Gary says Dave's podcast called Cha-Ching.
No, but it'd be Chichinsky.
Chichinsky. Yeah, it's got to have a ski.
Todd has another one. God's money for lobby dobby everybody.
That's.
Vicky, the
I
Polish
see what he did there.
Vicky, the Polish Power Hour.
Oh.
You just don't want to corner yourself into an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It might be like a 5-hour podcast.
Rob says Dave
Power
and
podcast.
Armando speaks. Or Mike says investments with Armando.
Advice ski
YouTube,
by
what you got,
Szafranski.
YouTube? Carolyn on YouTube says invest in Dave.
Advice ski by Szafranski.
you hired a marketing team, and you could have just called me.
I got a marketing team that I'm
That's
spending
hilarious.
I'm
thousands on.
doing.
He's my marketing team.
Yeah.
And I am spending thousands.
You could go just advice ski.
Advice ski by Szafranski.
Vicky, I want to see what Vicky said. Because Vicky, I don't see your name a lot.
I do like Szafranski says with a Z though. Put a whole bunch of Z's in your title and
Yeah.
some skis.
Come up with some names.
You know, I do want to say one thing seriously for people because I'm getting this question a lot.
Wow. Okay. Calm down, Jannelle.
Yeah, no.
The election.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait. Well,
No, it's not
I
gonna be that.
know.
It's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that. I mean, you guys know how I feel. and
No,
that's
yeah,
fine.
but let's go. The election.
The election, look, we have had a lot of presidents. Some have been really good and some have been otherwise. And the country is still here. And the markets still go up. And when people are running for office, they promise a lot of things because they're not even talking to most people. They're talking to a certain percentage of their base. No matter who gets elected, the country's probably not going to burn down. And we're going to be okay. And we're going to outlast whatever happens. So there's a lot of fear and anxiety right now. And I want to implore people to, in however you have to do it, in prayer, with meeting with people, your mentors, let's start dropping this anxiety about the election. You know, vote. Definitely go vote. And vote for who you want to. That's the country we live in. You can vote for whoever you want.
Right,
and
turn
I don't
on.
have
Vote
to
for
agree
yourself.
with it. Okay? So you do what you think is right. And then on November 4th, hopefully we're counting those ballots. And the 5th, we know who the president is. And the country is going to go on no matter what happens. Companies are going to invest and build. You're going to go back to work. You're going to do all the things that we do. We're going to build America. And I just, the level of anxiety and fear right now is at a fever pitch for a lot of people. And I just want to ratchet this back a little bit. Because we've been here before. And every presidential election is important. So this is not the most important, but it's important. So I want you to vote. And I want you to find a way to just find peace in what happens. We're going to be okay. We're not of this world anyway.
By the way, Rob and Sarah came up with the same name at the same time for your podcast.
Yeah, we're done. It's over.
What is it?
Just a bunch of Z's.
But then Sarah says Szafranski says won't make you zzz. No.
Oh,
Won't it?
I see what she did there. I see what she did.
Or what about
That wasn't her
dollars?
first idea.
Dollars with Dave.
Dollars with Dave?
I mean, I like the, is that rhyme or alliteration?
Dollars, it's alliteration, but
Okay.
it's also specific. You're going for a broad array of topics.
My marketing department.
You may actually talk
he
about
really is
pesos
good.
or Canadian dollars.
Well, my kids are really good with English because my wife is a school teacher.
Ooh, nice.
They did not get their English skills necessarily from me. So,
That was awesome.
Well, I think we've done it.
Oh.
What is it?
I did it again. No, we did
whatever
it
we did, we did it. And well, I'm sorry, we'll clean it up later.
Apparently, this particular broadcast is brought to you by Britney Spears and Jannelle Nevels.
Yeah. What's up, Bob? Says
Oops,
save with
she
Dave.
did it. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Save with Dave.
Marcy says
That's pretty good.
podcast name Financial Ski Sound Advice.
Okay. Yeah.
But so far, save with
Financial
Dave.
ski is a mouthful.
Save with Dave is good. I still like advice given first.
They're both on the list.
They're on the list. We got a list.
Do I get royalties if you
You
just send it?
Brian, you're gonna get nothing. You're gonna
Well.
get the same thing that I get when I come here.
Yeah.
That's what I'll pay you
A big
double what I
nothing.
get paid here.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'll take it. Negative times a negative is positive. Maybe.
I will let
Zero
you
times
be on
zero
my.
is.
You guys have to be on the podcast.
I'll be on the podcast.
Okay. Okay. Will you come to my office and record it?
No, you got to come over
Where's
here.
yours?
I don't know.
No, it's
Down
your,
by the river in a van down by the river.
how invest in God's money.
Janelle can translate it for you into Spanish.
I could actually.
You know what? There are a lot of underserved populations too.
Yeah.
And the Spanish
Middle-aged white
popula-
guys, like for example.
No, they are not underserved.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But I think one of the things that's happened in the last several years, especially when we're unemployment at 3.5%, is a lot of people are getting dragged back into the economy. You know, I have always thought that 99.5% of the population would rather earn a check than wait for a check, okay, in the mail. And that's what really the 3.5% unemployment rate did, is it brought people back in, and now people have a chance to improve their situation and do things right, but we got to do it right from the beginning, because it's way easier to start right than it is to go back and fix everything 3 years later, because you built up bad habits. So
That's what I
if I
always
can
say.
help you start right, I want to do that. So maybe we'll do a podcast in Spanish.
In Spanish, that would be awesome. Nathaniel says, how about investing God's money skis way? And Yvonne, good morning, Yvonne. She says Thursdays are the best
Well, that's true.
Thank
because
you.
of Dave.
Especially the first 2 hours of the show. All right. So we got to get rolling here. Always special thanks to Dave Szafranski, President and founder of Edgewater Investment Group. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Thank you to everybody who wished me happy birthday.
Just a few years till Medicare. Congratulations
Just a
on
few
that.
years.
And by the way, special thanks as well to Scranton Road Promotional Marketing, a division of Scranton Road Ministries that made this possible. If you want swag for your company, your church, your mom, whatever, go to Scranton Road Ministries.